Hey team, hope you're doing amazing. Just wanted to do a really quick video for those of you who might be struggling a little bit with meal prepping. So I know some people maybe struggle with time or just energy to be rocking out their meal planning. So this video should hopefully help you a little bit so that you can have a few different ideas. And it might not be that you don't meal prep at all. It might be that this just fills in the days where you're not got meal prepping in. And I know a lot of people like to keep their food a little bit fresher. So it might be that when you're cooking things on the Sunday, they're only last until Wednesday. This option might really help so that you can fill in that Thursday, Friday and have meals ready so that you're not just falling away from it and the weekend just kind of becomes this kind of episode of carnage. So I'm going to run through some of the things that I've done this week. I know I'm going to be really busy with us opening up on Monday and I'm going to be in the gym constantly. So I've bought a lot more food and I've got it all pre-prepared, and some of the calorie options are actually really good here. So even for those of you that have lower calorie restrictions on your diet, and this will be really quite handy. So I'm going to run through a couple of things. First up, I think for a lot of people, they don't realise how healthy some of these ready meals can actually be. A lot of us think that quick and convenient means that it's actually going to be bad for us, and that is not the case, especially not here anyway. So we've got like a chili con carne and a fajita chicken spicy rice. These are both coming in under 500 calories. I think they're like 400 and something. 450 calories for the fajitas. And we have 430 calories for the chili con carne. I'm going to add a bit of extra veg in on these, but at £2 each. These are absolutely ideal. 5 minutes, you can stick these in the freezer and cook them up, or you can keep them refrigerated. 5 minutes, you really can't go wrong. These are going to be awesome if you are wanting a quick, easy lunch or a dinner and you can't be bothered cooking. Having these can be a lifesaver for most people's diets. If you didn't do this, potentially had a takeaway, you could easily be 2,000-3,000 calories and also add a zero onto that budget, £20. So £2 for these. These are ideal, pretty solid. Also got ribs. So these are supposed to be eaten in a half portion, which is 250 calories. But these are also, in all honesty, most of us could probably fit this into our calories for the day. So these can be done in the oven, take 30 minutes, but you could just stick them in when you come in. And these are also a lot of protein, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so 50 grams, if you're having the full thing, 500 calories and 50 grams of protein. If you stick some lower calorie veg in the side, whether that be like spinach, broccoli, cauliflower or something, this could be ideal. Pretty solid. Most people could fit this in. If you're into the barbaric act of eating ribs and getting absolutely covered in sticky sauce, then these are ideal. 500 calories, 50 grams of protein. You really can't go wrong. You could half it as well if you're doing that for a lunch. So 25 grams of protein, half a rack of ribs, and yeah, you're jamming. Those are really good, solid again, good solid option. What I've also done as well is I've got some thins. So half sliced bread, slightly easier. I'm just doing this for convenience because then I'm just going to pop in my chicken with that. These chicken pieces come in at £2 and it's just much easier for me. It means I don't have to stick the oven on. It saves me a couple hours, and I've got a load of packets there that you can see. So I've got a whole pile. These are going to do me for most of my lunches for myself, and then also I'll stick some thins, stick some peppers through it. I might make a wee salad on the side as well. And again, pretty solid, 20-30 grams of protein per portion, and you are absolutely laughing. And again, you could easily be spending like £3-4 if you're going to Subway or more, maybe up to a tenner if you're getting a kind of meal out for lunch. And if you're doing this, that's potentially £3 all in with your veggies and your chicken and your bread, which is, again, saving pennies, saving calories, absolutely solid. Can be a little bit boring, but if you're adding in some sauces and stuff as well, that's absolutely cool. I also got a full chicken as well. So this was £5. And again, for the time that it saves, cooking a full chicken can take a lot of time and effort, and just checking that it's all okay. So having that pre-cooked and just being able to nibble on that and having that for grazing and snacking on can be really handy. Instead of going for the crisps, you go for a couple of pieces of chicken, which can be massive in the grand scheme of things, because when you eat protein, about a third of the calories from eating protein are used in processing that by protein synthesis and thermogenesis and stuff like that. So don't worry too much about the calories for protein. It's not going to be as bad. Obviously, if you're eating way too much of that, we can look at it, but for most people, we're under eating protein anyway, and that's quite a good thing just to kind of graze on that. I've also got a couple of snacking options here and shake options here, which I'll run through too. So Actually, first up, we do have a chicken korma here as well. So for something that's a little bit more indulgent, not too bad. Again, if I was having this in a takeaway, it could easily be a couple of thousand calories. This is 600 calories. Where is the protein on this as well? So the protein's a wee bit lower for this as well. So it's about 30 grams, so that's actually not too bad. So 30 grams of protein in this. And again, it was a couple of quid. Can't go wrong with that. Throw some veg in and you're laughing again. Yeah, so we've got a couple of snacking options and protein options here as well. So I got a couple of different types of milk. So I got almond and oat milk, just to kind of mix it up a wee bit and to play about with the flavours a wee bit. Sometimes it can be boring using milk all the time, and if you have milk all the time as well, it can make some people quite kind of groggy or other things as well. It kind of goes through people a wee bit quicker sometimes. So I'm going to use them as well as normal milk for some of them. I've got my berries, so I've got some frozen berries which are pretty solid, and I've also got a couple of packs of berries which I might snack on, but I might throw into the shakes too. The blueberries and the raspberries go really well with the white chocolate protein, which is what I have here. So white chocolate, Spartan protein, throw that in a shake, 1 scoop, half a punnet of my berries or a couple of scoops of the frozen ones, add in a little bit of one of the milks, and you're absolutely laughing. That could be a really good snack, or even if you make it a little bit thicker and put less milk into it, you can make it into almost a wee dessert. So it's like a kind of sorbet thing, which can be quite nice, especially if you're looking for that wee sweet kick. It's a little bit lower calorie and it makes life a lot easier. So they're all pretty solid, and then I've got a couple of pre-made shakes just in case I'm absolutely floating about the gym, doing loads of things, and clients are coming in. I could easily just throw that on without making too much of a mess with things. Lastly, I've obviously got a couple of wee bits of veg. We won't go through that. That's all kind of down to preference mainly. But these 10 cal jellies are absolutely amazing. So 10 cal jellies, just as a wee snack, you could throw 1 or 2 of them in there. I actually think they're less than 10 calories. So they say 10 calories, but this one's 2 calories. No, this one's 4 calories, sorry. So yeah, they're under 10 calories for all of them. I think they just use the same labelling for everything. But yeah, pretty solid, absolutely ideal. You could throw them into some yogurt. Again, you could throw in some protein in that yogurt, throw the jelly in, wee sweet treat. We could throw in a little bit of meringue, and under 300 calories, you could have a full 30-40 grams of protein, which can turn your day around for recovery. And it's something that might feel a little bit like you're cheating, but you're not at all. You're actually doing really well. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, just a wee run through of what I'm doing this week and what some of you might find a little bit easier if you're struggling to get a meal prep in regularly and you're finding that by the end of the week you are getting takeaways, or even at the beginning of the week because you've just not prepped yet. This could be a really easy option. You can get this delivered to your house, or you could just go and run through, get loads of packet meats, get a couple of microwave meals, and you don't have to think about it. Get some veggies and you're jamming. If you do have any questions about anything, or you would like something specific about what would work with you, then I'm happy to grab a chat. You can drop me a message on TrueCoach, or you can just let me know what's going on and we can help you out. That's all for now. Hopefully that helps some of you. Remember to comment and like on things so that I know that you are either watching them or enjoying them. If you do that, then I'm going to do more of these. If people are not really enjoying them, then I probably won't do as many of these. But let me know. I know a few people have been saying that they've been watching them as well. So yeah, it's always good to know that you guys are getting something out of this. So that's all for now, and we'll catch up with you soon.